What up, everybody? Check it out. Check it out. Check out the studio setup. How exciting is this? I am really hoping sound works. We had a sound issue before, but I promised this studio, and it is here. All right, so let me show you the whole studio first. We're going to put away, obviously we're doing the Red Band Injustice trailer, so we'll get to that in a second, but DCAMS logo. I just want to show you guys the studio, man. So pumped to finally have gotten this together. When I moved down to Florida, I moved down to Florida recently, and the second I got down here, there was a flood in this studio space. So there was literally nothing I could do, and that's why we've been in that white sterile pod studio. Once again, the sound isn't working like it was last time we went live, even though it was perfect before. That I apologize for, but look at what I've done. We got the old school TV. We got my signed Batman Bad Blood poster from the premiere of 2016, and we got the Injustice trailer on the TV behind us. I mean, and the Batmobile, DC Collectibles Batmobile. Oh my God. So relieved this is back. All right, guys. So whoever's in chat there, I see somebody is joining us. Please let me know if sound works, because that's been our recent issue. But we are here to watch the Injustice Red Band trailer. We did do the regular Injustice trailer a few months back, or yeah, probably a few months back at this point. Of course, we're going to review the movie itself when it comes out, and we're going to get into all the details in just a second. But once again, I just wanted to show you guys the studio. So pumped. El Collecto, hello. How does it sound? Do I still sound like Mr. Freeze? Check out our recent video, guys, if you haven't seen the bloopers of me sounding like Mr. Freeze. But that's what happened last time. I am going to jump right into the trailer, just so you guys know, heads up. You're not going to hear the trailer itself for various reasons. Sound works very well. Yes! Oh, we're in, baby. We got the background. We got the sound. I am so effing pumped. All right, so real quick for the podcast, actually, and then we're going to jump right into the trailer because we have limited time today because it took some time to set this up. But let's do it. So 3, 2, 1. Again, this is for the podcast. Just hang in there, and we'll get to questions and the Injustice Red Band trailer. So 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the DC Animated Movie Show, a YouTube series and podcast for the prestigious, ongoing catalog of DC animated movies. I am your host, Benjamin David. Our show is brought to you by our YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe. That's youtube.com/above and Batman Beyond. So tonight is our Red Band reaction to the next of DC animated movies, and that is Injustice. The trailer dropped a few weeks ago at this point, but we did have to go over it for the show, of course, and as YouTube knows, we've had some technical difficulties, but we're back. Speaking of Injustice, if you haven't seen our video covering the first press release announcing the movie or Green Band trailer reaction, once again, we did go live covering the Green Band first trailer, then go back, check that out. Video links in the description below, and the audio is up on the DCAMS podcast feed. Since we are on YouTube, let us know in chat what you guys think of the Injustice trailer or any other questions and comments of DC animated movies. If you're new here to the channel, please consider subscribing on YouTube. Once again, click that notification bell so you don't miss any of our new content. For the podcast listeners, please subscribe to the pod. Just like the vid series, we are DC Animated Movie Show. You can find the podcast in your favorite podcast app. Please be sure to rate us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. It takes just a minute or two, but that minute goes a very long way in helping our show be found by awesome listeners like you on iTunes. Thanks for your patience on this week's episode. Once again, we didn't upload past 2 weeks almost. Not only very busy few weeks, but as you can see, new studio. So thank you for your patience. Subscribe to our other pods here on the channel. We have a DC Collecticast, talking action figures and collectibles from the DC universe. And then we have our flagship show, Above and Batman Beyond. Follow us on Instagram. We are at DC Animated Movie Show. And follow the YouTube channel as well. We are at Batman Beyond Media. All right, you Elseworld citizens of Injustice, let's watch this trailer. I want Mr. Freeze voice. Thank you, El Collecto. But we have to return to humanity. But yeah, I'll make more Freeze videos. That was a lot of fun. I hope other people liked it too. All right, guys, so let's do it. Injustice Red Band. Got to take off the logo. Got to minimize Benjamin a bit. Dink. Dink. Display capture. Bring down Benjamin. There we go. All right, let's do it. Getting faster with this shit, guys. Getting faster with this shit, guys. Again, you're not going to be able to hear the trailer. Only I am. And this is a true reaction. I know, not true, but true live reaction. I have not watched the Red Band trailer. I saved it for you people. You know how hard that was? Spoiler, somebody gets stabbed through the heart. If you didn't, well, that background's messed up now, but it's supposed to have the injustice on the background. But let's do it. Hello. Sorry, it's taking a second to load. All right. Isn't that why we formed the Justice League? To do what's right. Okay, so voiceovers from the different heroes going through. Actually, let me just watch this and then I'll comment. You took his wife. You took his unborn child. So we saw some of this in the regular one. You really need reasons for me? Oh, I love Kelvin McHale Joker. Oh, shit. I mean, we knew this was coming, but now that's a punchline. That's a hacky Joker joke, but I don't care. It was amazing. You'll throw away everything the Justice League stands for. Superman with his 5 o'clock shadow. It's a good way to make somebody evil. Oh, yo, Superman just flew through Solomon Grundy. This time, the joke's on you. Whoa, that was some weird hallucinogenic Joker shit. We saw some of that in the... I thought I could redeem you. I was wrong. Wow, dude. We saw some of him, Superman flying, you know, running his hand through the plane, I believe in the Green Band trailer. Wow, dude. All right, so before I play it back again, we're going to watch it one more time. Right off the bat, I am floored. I think, you know, a movie like this, we need a Red Band trailer. It's... And I don't say that because it's a bloody movie. I'm not going to say like every R-rated DCAM, DC animated movie necessarily needs a Green Band trailer. But I will say that like, Collecto, what do you think of the Injustice Red Band trailer? I just think that for this, because it comes from a fighting game property, right? That's its DNA. It's Mortal Kombat. It's made by NetherRealm Studios, the same people who made it. So it makes complete sense that you would do... that you would have ultra violence as part of Injustice. I mean, if you played the game, it's just so damn violent. Not just because it's fighting, but it's, once again, Mortal Kombat level of violence. Making this R, I argue a lot of these don't need to be R. And not just because Batman comes from like, you know, something that could be arguably a kid's cartoon or any of that. I'm all about adult cartoons when, like in this case, and Scorpion's Revenge. And Battle of the Realms, which we tried reviewing numerous times, except we didn't have the studio space. Excuses. All right, let's do it again. Oh, man. I just love seeing that red, bloody violence, rated R. The WBDC, just seeing that anytime is dope. So this is the voiceovers from each of the Justice League. Isn't that why we formed the Justice League? So it's kind of the individual philosophy of each of these heroes. And it's also them like talking him down. Ends with Lois, you're going to let yourself fall apart. And that's cool. It, you know, wakes up with his dream of like, am I really going through with all this? You took his unborn child. After all these years, Betsy. Yes, dude. His laugh is so menacing. I love the cut to Batman's face too, when he just puts his fist right through Joker. Oh, the sound of it too. The sound design in Mortal Kombat. There's even I'm pausing it real quick. There's even a special features specifically about sound on the Mortal Kombat Scorpions Revenge movie from 2020 because of how just, sick the sound is. That's part of the ultra violence. These Injustice outfits, I like that they definitely improved Batman here. I think you could see the arrow in this program for YouTube. The bat emblem was way too not Batman-ish. This is a little more classic Batman. Almost invariably, the shoulders seem weird in the Injustice character designs. Just these big collar / ridged shoulder things, and the cape clips from Superman. This is pretty much, we're going to go rewinding here for a second back to when Batman's like, you took his wife, you took his family, unborn child. The guy doing Batman's voice is, I forget who it is, but it's a little bit like, what's his name? Sounds a bit like it's like Bruce Greenwood from Under the Red Hood, and also, I dare you to do better. That was a really bad Bruce Greenwood, but from Star Trek, 2009 JJ Star Trek, when he dares Chris Pine to do better, when Thor, his father, saved 3,000 people in 30 seconds. I dare you to do better. So, sounds kind of like that, Batman. Yeah, so again, that's our Death in the Family iconic Injustice shot, if you will, of instead of Batman holding Robin after an explosion, caused by Joker. Man, this Joker, in case you didn't know, he's a bad guy. The cape clips going all the way, these ridged cape shoulder pieces going all the way into the S. This is why a lot of people, I think, don't like this character design, especially the biggest thing I think people have a beef with, although the 5 o'clock shadow we saw, which is so like, now he's mad. He's not shaving. He doesn't even have time to shave. But this is what I'm pointing at for audio is his high cheekbone, super dark, thick. Is that supposed to invoke menacing? Is that supposed to invoke menace? Is that supposed to be a Superman Doomsday callback? I don't know. I know that was a big character beef that people had with Doomsday. Why? I love how Joker just continuously, you're like, yeah, why would Batman ask Joker why? But, hello, something's frozen here. But it's like, that's what makes Batman a hero, is that he does need to know. It's like, dude, even for you. And that's what will always make Joker better, especially with the character going up against Batman, because Batman doesn't kill. And what makes this story so fascinating and cutting to him witnessing it, is that he's just like, I'll just never understand you, Joker. And Joker's like, yeah, well, you don't need to. You're still trying to understand me. Frozen. Let it go. Hitting play. Here we go. A threat. What happened to Metropolis can never be allowed to occur again. So it's cool that his voice is not very, I don't know, whoever did this guy's voice. I didn't really have time to look at this up ahead of time because of the studio, but we've gone over all the cast and several other episodes in the past. Go back to those. It sounds like another George Newbern, of whom I was not a fan. I love Tim Daly. Some people say they're indistinguishable. He's definitely doing a Tim Daly, which kind of always bothers me when they do these voices. But for Justice League, some people prefer him, some people like him, they're fine about him, but some people literally don't know the difference. And to me, I'm like, how do you not tell the difference? Sorry about the camera shaking there. All right, let's continue. But yeah, sorry. The scene of Superman addressing like Congress and stuff, this idea of a dictator gaining power legitimately, that's history of fascism, name anyone. Well, most of them who are at least successful to the point of historical notoriety, not saying they should be famous, they just got that way, is because they went up through some kind of political. And so to see imagery of him kind of going to the UN like, look, this is it. I'm taking over, just so you know, heads up. Much faster route than those other guys, but it's still interesting to see, again, the political side. 5 o'clock shadow. And also a bit of... this is kind of interesting, too, of this... Oh, I probably should have put on subtitles. This idea of Superman being, like, exposing some corruption. So it's like your world has allowed for a Joker to do what he's done. And he did other stuff besides just, it's not just personal for him. Joker's done inexplicable things throughout DC history. Is it that bad that he killed him and, you know, brought some order back to this insane, what has escalated as in Batman Begins? Like, where is this going? It's interesting. I won't be held back by ideals that don't protect the innocent. That's philosophically rich. What I like about this, it's taking, again, like we see at least enough. He's addressing the UN. That's one more time, and then we'll get back to kind of good reasons for them to fight. It's a fighting game, but it's like the Civil War thing. It's the Batman v Superman thing. Even though you might not have liked either of those movies or one or the other, they both at least laid out kind of that why they're fighting to an extent. Civil War, way better than Martha. But there was at least enough of like this, we're going to let this alien get away with this and that. So there's some of that here for sure. I'm not going to allow. Sorry, one more time. I won't be held back by ideals that don't protect the innocent. Yeah, for Superman to say that's pretty, he's all about the innocent. So it makes sense that like he's got this government against many of us, right or left, whatever side, middle. It's like the government can get in the way of things. It's better to have one, all right? We don't want chaos. That's the worst thing you can get. That's the Joker. But it is interesting to see, like, this guy could bring order. And his version of it's clearly not good. But for him to base it on, again, kind of the idea of a government holding him back and to protect the innocent. Not trying to get political. It's just, that's cool. Is a threat. And then, you know, for Batman to follow up, though, yeah, you'll throw everything away that the Justice League stands for, which is we still have to kind of allow the humans to play their games, even though, you know, yes, Batman's human, but you see what I'm saying. You still have to allow people to make mistakes and not completely control. And you're going to throw away this kind of philosophical basis of the Justice League. I love that the sound work is amazing. Like when that nuke looking thing was like dun, 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 and it like fucks with the sound. It's so sweet. Oh, it looks like somebody's home. I'm gonna have to go here. Hear the dogs barking? Yeah, police state. And that was cool seeing that makes sense that Arthur Curry would be like, look, the laws of your police state here, that's not gonna apply to Atlantis. We didn't, in a lot of cases he doesn't want to ever cross over, so that's cool. Whoa, Damian fighting Ra's al Ghul. Again, sorry about the barking. Oh, Superman cutting through the plane. Injustice. I thought I could redeem you. I was wrong. Yep, look for it on digital Blu-ray. I believe they're coming out simultaneous. It's a simultaneous kind of day and date type release. And it's 10/19, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry, let me look that up before we go. Because again, I was rushing. Injustice. I believe 10/19 release date. Yeah, dude, I think it looks great. I am really excited for it. I think that a lot of people have evil Superman fatigue, which I completely understand. But it's also like, you know, this was one of the things that kicked that off. Yeah, October 19th, 2021. Injustice is one of the things that made evil Superman kind of what he is. It made that famous. So, like, yes, I get that, but it's not a new version of Superman. It isn't something we've kind of never seen before because it's a movie version of an older thing. Injustice is old at this point. That's what I'm trying to say, which I know many of us, especially at my age, don't want to admit that, but Injustice is old, guys. Can't be young forever. Yeah, so that is my trailer reaction to Injustice. I am so pumped once again to have this studio space. Oh man, this is my new oasis. So once again, if you're new here to the channel, subscribe on YouTube, click that notification bell so you don't miss any of our new content. Subscribe to the pod, DC Animated Movie Show, Apple, Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts. Huge deal for us if you write 5-star reviews for us on Apple Podcasts. It is an immense thing, especially for a newer show like us on the audio feed, to help awesome listeners like you find the show. We are at DC Animated Movie Show on Instagram, and follow the YouTube channel as well. We are at Batman Beyond Media. El Colecto, now that you comment on the character designs, I don't love the Injustice suits, but here they don't look so bad. Agreed. Yeah, I think they look a lot better in the movie. El Colecto, oh my God, Superman going through everyone. That's a really good point. He's really getting through to everyone, yes. And then finally, I think it is appropriate. This story is crazy violent. I totally agree. Like it's literally a fighting game. And the more kind of effort you put into why they're fighting, the better. I also think don't get hung up on it either. And I already said my piece kind of on the Superman fatigue thing. I don't mind it. I'm not a big Superman fan. So if we can demonize that guy anymore, Dark Knight Returns, even if Batman v Superman, it feels good to see Superman. No, I like Superman. It's just, you know what I mean. All right, guys.